everyone, we're going to apply the difference quotient given here to these two polynomials and apply the limit, and that's going to give us our derivative. The thing you have to notice, this is the slope formula that we've already gone over, and this is, you got to take this into two parts. So, for example, for the first part, I'm going to do f of x plus h. So when I do that, I'm going to write my equation, and everywhere there's an x, I'm going to put parentheses and plug in x plus h. That's the first part. The second part is this part. And then you're going to subtract your whole equation, which is 2x squared minus x plus 3. Then we'll divide by h. But so let's get started on it. Let's go ahead and do our x plus h. So I'm going to write 2 x squared, but instead of x, I'm putting parentheses, plus 3. And I'm going to apply f of x plus h. So plug in x plus h, right, minus your whole function. That's going to be 2x squared minus x plus 3. And this is all divided by h. Now let's apply the limit as h approaches 0. And simplify our numerator. So I wrote this out, or this is given here. So you're going to write the first part is 2 times x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus, and we're just going to write x minus h because you distribute the negative, plus 3, and then negate everything here, minus 2x squared plus x minus 3. And that's all over h. So when you simplify this, limit to L, h approaches 0, we get 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus x minus h plus 3 minus 2x squared plus x minus 3 all over h. All right. Now, everything should cancel out except if it has an h. So let's look at that. The 2x squares cancel out. We have a plus 3 minus 3, negative x plus x. So what we're left with is 4xh plus 2h squared minus h. I'm trying to memorize that. 4xh plus 2, so 4xh plus, I already forgot, 2h squared minus h. 2h squared minus h, all divided by h, and we're applying the limit. All right, now we're going to factor out an h. So you can pull out the h, and you get 4x plus 2h minus 1 divided by h. All right. Now the domain here is h can't be 0. So make sure you write the limits because the limits will be the same even though the domain changes. So we're left with 4x plus 2h minus 1. Now go ahead and apply the h approaches 0, plug in that 0, and we're left with 4x minus 1. So that means that when your function is f of x equals 2x squared minus x plus 3, that our derivative, or f prime of x, equals 4x minus 1. And the last problem's the same thing. So it's going to be this almost exactly the same. Let's see what happens. So negative 2, put x plus h squared plus 2, substitute x plus h. Don't forget to copy down that negative 4. We get so involved in plugging this x plus h, we sometimes forget that negative 4, minus your whole equation, which is negative 2x squared plus 2x minus 4, all over h. And we're going to apply the limit as h approaches 0. All right. Let's just simplify the numerator. So you have negative 2, and again we're using this one here. So we x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 2x plus 2h minus 4. Now negate all of that. So it's going to be plus 2x squared minus 2x plus 4, all divided by, there should be a parenthesis here, h. Now we only have to simplify this top part here. So negative 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared plus 2x plus 2h minus 4 plus 2x squared minus 2x plus 4, all divided by h. Again, everything should cancel out except if it has a h. So this has a h in it, this has a h, and this. Everything else should cancel out, or we did something wrong, which I always do. So let's make sure I didn't do anything wrong. Cross that out. Cross these two out. Oh, good, I did it right. Cross those two out. So we're only left with the h's. And this goes to 0. All right. So it's negative 4xh. I'm trying to memorize this. Negative 4, I'll just write this. Negative 4xh. And I got to minus 2h squared plus 2h. Minus 2h squared plus 2h. Just double check that. Yes. My age, my short-term memory is not as good. All right. All divided by h. Now, let's factor out an h in the numerator. Because if you plug in 0 now, we get undefined. And we want to simplify this as much as possible. Now we can cancel out these two, but our domain changes. So make sure you write down the limit, because the limits will be the same even though the domain is different. So we're going to get negative 4x minus 2h plus 2. When you plug that 0 in, it's going to be negative 4x plus 2. That equals our derivative, f prime of x. Given that our first function, our original function, was negative 2x squared plus 2x minus 4. So given that function, this is our derivative. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.